Welcome back to MIT Ballpark in the nation's capital. Game 2 of the KO Cup underway in a moment. Sydney with the big 14-9 win in Game 1. Canberra, they have turned to the left-hander. Hamaya. We'll start. This is a 9-inning game. The other one was 7. And the Bluesox, they're not messing around either. Tim Atherton. He starts on the bump for Sydney in Game 2. He's 30 years old. Here's the first offering. To Nick Anderson-Vine. Anderson-Vine. He was 0 for 3. He had a walk and a hit by pitch. May was the 3rd round selection of the Racketon Golden Eagles, 2013. One's fouled back. Spent time all over the world. It's all part of the Yokohama DNA Baystars organisation between 2019 and 2020. And that one's fouled off as well. So Hamaya, Robbie Perkins comes in behind the dish this game. He sat out Game 1. Mark Zhang at first base. Sam Kamali at second. Jalen Greer is at shortstop. Corey Acton is the 3rd baseman. That one's high. 1 and 2. Cam Warner in left field. Andrew Moritz in centre field. Michael Campbell in right. Comes set. Here's the 1-2 offering. Swings in the dirt. Perkins keeps it in front. Makes the throw. That's 1 out for the Bluesox. Bradley Griffin. He was 1 for 3, and he had a pair of walks, scored a pair of runs. One's high and outside for ball 1. He just scored runs in patches. They had 6 in the 3rd, and they had 8 in the last 2 innings, which has got to be great to see if you're a Bluesox fan here. Lots of run production and batches in Game 1 for them. 1-1 the count on Griffin. Here's the pitch from Hamaya. He's gone back to that off speed, and he misses again high and outside. As we said, he lines that in towards centre field. Moritz comes in and takes the catch, and there are 2 away. Moritz, of course. He was probably the first overseas signing the Cavalry announced this season. Burns was 1 for 4. He'd desperately love to start this game with a hit and get this Bluesox offense running again. They're set. Of course, as we alluded to when we came into Game 1, this is the 2nd game, and there it is right there. Oh. Greer on the hop, makes a great throw, but the throw is off the bag, and Burns hustled it out. He got a bad hop on that one, just came out of the glove. Great recovery. So with 2 out, the Bluesox have a runner. Mitch Austin. That's a good curve, it's just too high over the plate. He dropped viciously at the end there. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. can't even read my own handwriting. But he's quickly behind in this count, 0-2. As we said, the Bluesox, Tim Atherton. He will start on the bump here for them tonight. Game 2 of the KO Cup here in Canberra. That is a cool strike. Josh Matavesi, umpire behind home plate tonight for the night game. 1-2 the count. He looks over at Burns. Here's the pitch. That misses low. Counts even now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Hamea. That's just above. And now, after getting ahead in the count early, Austin has battled back to a full count. Of course, next weekend, 2 games up in Sydney. Runner goes. It is a walk. And this was a lot of Canberra's undoing in game 1. Sydney were very patient in the box. Ten walks and 2 players were hit by pitch. And already we've had a walk. Here in the top of the first here in game 2. 2 out. Bluesox threatening again. Jelly Samard, he was one of those players that got hit. And it was right in the crown of the helmet too. He was 1 for 2. He had a line out, a double, hit by pitch and a walk. 1-0. There it is. Cool strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Two out. Jake Burns the runner at second. Austin the runner at first for the Bluesox. Here's the pitch from Hamea. Now that. Count is now 1-2. Cleared up to a nicer day. You see a lot of cloud in the background, but earlier today it was a lot worse. That's high, didn't chase. This is what I was just talking about. Like in previous seasons, we've seen players just chase that high fastball, but these Bluesox hitters in game 1 were just so disciplined at the plate. 2-2. Here's Hamea's offering. Foul and will go again. Look around. Not a bad crowd for a trial game. And he lines that, and that is in and fair. Here comes Burns. He will score. Austin is wheeling. Campbell comes around, and he's being waved home as well. So Sydney, after having their first 2 hitters retired, Jelly Samard again does the job with a bases clearing double for Sydney. Right down the right field line. And Sydney take the early lead. He was ahead in the count. As we said, he was disciplined, and Jelly Samard fought back to the count to get a full count, so he knew he was going to get a pitch to hit. Hit straight along the... Oh, Kamali's taking a great catch. But Sydney have done the damage here. They've scored 2. And we are through the top half of the first, with that score being 2 to Sydney and Canberra yet to bat. Back here for the bottom of the first inning. Game 2 of the KO Cup in the nation's capital. Sydney with 2 runs, with 2 out. Shelly Samard. That 2-run double down the right field line. Moritz was 2 for 4. Scored a run in game 1. Takes it called strike 1. Moritz grounds it out, but he doesn't beat the throw. Great play from Antonellis, just took his time. Ed Howard is designated hitting in this game. Howard, 2 for 4 in game 1. He had a triple and a double. Won the count. Here's Atherton's next dealing. Swings and misses quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Tim Atherton. One of the greatest modern day pitchers that this country has produced. Of course, spent a couple of seasons here in Canberra. 3. 1 in Sydney, and then was part of that Brisbane dynasty. And now back in Sydney. I don't know what we're saying, but last year Atherton 5-1, 3.27 ERA. along the ground. Howard picked up by the first baseman. That is Josh Pearl in this game. It's kind of hard as well, though, when Sydney don't have any numbers on their backs. Corey Acton. Acton was 1 for 4. This is inside. Here's the next one from Atherton. That's right there. As I said, Atherton over the years just been an absolute stalwart for wherever he's pitched. 1-1. And that is right down the middle inside of the plate. Acton winding the count now, 1 and 2. 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Sydney with 2 runs. They've got the quick start here at the fast start in game 2. As that misses in the low part of the zone. 2-2, 2 out. Atherton deals. And he watches that at the knees on the inside, and Atherton threw it there for strike 2 and then went back. And Acton strikes out looking to end the first. So it is, after 1 inning, Sydney 2, Canberra nothing. And then it will be Kim Hyun Woo. Right there. See how Maya goes. Gave up the 2 runs in the first, and that is just tattooed down the line. As Warner goes back to get it. Sydney now lead off again with a double. So, Sydney with a lead-off man at second. Kim Hyun Woo. In game 1, he was 1 for 3. He also had a walk scored. And he had 2 RBI. Ball low. settle. Curves high and outside, and now 2-0 the count. Pre-season baseball, the Australian Baseball League. Foul back to the screen. Two and one. Brennan is the runner at second for Sydney with none out. Max just missed on the outside as well. And now Kim Hyun Woo, he can be sitting on something here at 3-1. Here's the 3-1. Runner breaks. Fouled back to the screen, and he's got to go back. Brendan had a great jump. Count is now full. Here's the payoff, 3-2. Maya deals. Oh, hit along the ground, tips off his glove. Greer comes in at short, makes the play. And Zhang looks over as Brennan moves to third to make sure he doesn't advance. So now, as I said in the previous game, Sydney using 10 hitters in the lineup, making sure that everybody gets a run. McIntosh Waltz, he takes a called strike one. Here's the next offering from Hamaya. And that's there as well, and he's ahead in this count, 0-2. Well, there it is. That's into right field. Campbell will be there. And at 0-2 again. McIntosh Walsh does the job for Sydney, and they've now got another run. So Sydney with 2 hits. They scored 3 runs. Both hits have come with 2 strikes on the hitter. 1 out. Josh Pearl. That's low. One over count. Runner goes. Here comes the throw from Perkins, and it gets by both. It gets by. Moritz comes up throwing to third. The dive in, and he is safe. Perkins' throw gets under the glove of Greer and Kamali. Moritz picks it up into centre field. He makes the play. And then he's all the way to third. Count is 2 balls on Josh Pearl. 1 out. We've had 3, and Sydney are threatening again. And that. 3-1. Well, that must have been a late strike call. I forget that Josh likes to take his time with the call. Here's the payoff again. He fouls it back to the screen. So the runner at third again is McIntosh Walsh. And that is low for ball 4.
That's a walk to Josh Pearl.
So Vine struck out at the top of the first. Sydney, they've got 3 runs early, and now they've got runners at first and third with only 1 out. Maya set, here's the pitch. Pop foul, third base side over the dugout. Under the shed roof, count is 0-1. Live from MIT Ballpark in the nation's capital. The Blue Sox have got the jump early here in game 2. After coming home and riding an absolute wet sail home in game 1, scoring 8 runs in the last 2 innings. To the count on Anderson Vine. Here's the pitch. He fouls another one off. So we've got Kai McIntosh Walsh at third. And Josh Pearl is at first for the Blue Sox. And Hamaya deals. Anderson Vine is just fouling these off. He's gonna take pitches and get the one that he wants. Oh, to the count. Here's the pitch again. Hamaya set. Foul and foul. Oh, check swing foul. There we go. Right, just checked it right along the line. There's Dave's first trumpets of the summer. He loves it. Great mates at Space Quake. Bringing you the pictures here tonight from game 2 of the KO Cup. 0-2 still to Nick Anderson Vine. Runners at first and third, 1 out. And after fouling off 5 straight pitches, Amaya gets his man swinging. There are 2 out. Moritz in his first at bat, which was only in the last inning because we're into the second. And he pops this up into right centre. Campbell is coming around. Moritz peels off and lets Campbell take the catch, and the side is retired. But Sydney tack on another one. So it is midway through 2. 3-0 in favour of the Blue Sox here on Cavalry Live. Back here for the bottom of the second. It'll be Sydney have already sent 12 to the plate. Canberra the minimum, which is only the 3, so it'll be Warner, Robbie Perkins, Michael Campbell. Sydney looking to capitalise on that great start. As the lights start to flicker on here at MIT Ballpark.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning, Canberra Cavalry, the left field number 4, Cam Warner.
So Cam Warner. Cam was 1 for 3, had a double. He also had a sacrifice fly that scored a run. Atherton just misses inside for ball 1. One over count. That one's high as well for 2-0. Swings and misses at that one. Count 2 and 1. And the left fielder. Weird to say you can. These games today, the first time I've ever seen him in the outfield. He's done very well though. 2-1 from Atherton. Here it comes. He holds off on that one and is ahead in the count 3 and 1. Another tricks does Atherton have in his bag. He's one of the most pinpoint pitches that I've ever seen in this league. What's he got here? 3-1 to Warner. That's low and outside, and Warner gets a walk. As I said, like a lot of walks issued to the Sydney players already today. 1, 2 in this game. There was 10 in the first game. But by contrast, Sydney pitchers didn't offer a lot of walks. Robbie Perkins. His first at bat today. That one is high. One over count. On that as well. Maybe the Canberra hitters have started to see the system that's worked so well for Sydney today. Cam Warner is the runner at first for Canberra. Atherton set. Here's his delivery. Two and 1. That misses, and now Perkins is ahead in the count, 3-1. Look at how great these shots look from our mates at Spacequake, as we can see there. As the lights are starting to take a hold here at MIT Ballpark. 3-1. He lobs that to first. Easy as you like. Pearl just takes a step back. Atherton gets what he wants and comes set. Here's the pitch. Warner goes. There's a ball. Back-to-back walks. And now can Canberra respond? chat. So I don't know if Burns can be saying that. Maybe just giving him something that he's seen behind the plate. The catch is inside. Maybe he's seeing something in the release or the trigger point. Campbell fouls the first one off, and Dave, don't say it. Oh, Dave, you know, it's like Macbeth. You don't say it. No, you're not, mate. 0-1 the count on Campbell. Here's the pitch from Atherton. And that curveball just drops in the right spot at the right time. Campbell was 1 for 4 in game 1. He's behind in this count 0-2. He was behind 0-2 in game 1 and he put one straight out into centre field. Atherton, let's see what he's got here. Gave that a little bit extra, did Atherton, but left that sitting pretty high. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he's fouled that well out of play. None out. In the bottom of the second. 2 on for Canberra. They've got to try and start chipping into this Bluesox lead. They've got the jump. Lead this game 3-0. Here's the pitch. 1-2 from Atherton. Foul again. See Campbell, part of Central Coast Championship side at the New South Wales Country Championships this year. 1-2, and he gets that and he puts it into right field for a base hit. Warner is being waved. He will score. Perkins is being held at third. Campbell goes into second with a double, and again in the second inning of the game with 2 strikes on him, Michael Campbell hits a double. So Jalen Greer, now he's got a great spot here as he swings and misses at the first one. So at the end of game 1, Greer is so new they haven't even announced him on social media yet. He was 1 for 3, but he had 2 RBIs down the right field line with that one as well. He was also hit by a pitch. Here's the 0-1. Fouls that back to the screen and is quickly down 0-2 in the count to Atherton. Down. There he goes down. So Mark Zhang. Zhang had a couple of plate appearances for Canberra in the 2017-18 season. He was 1 for 2. Anderson steps off. Atherton steps off, doesn't like what he sees. Here's the offering. Lang fouls that back. That's what I think will do. He's not your straight gas fire down and challenging you, but he's very pinpoint with what he does. He has a lot of good breaking pitches that look like they're going to miss the zone, but come in at the last second, 0-2. And he hits that hard along the ground, but a great take by Pearl. And he steps on the bag for the out, but not before a second run scores for Canberra. So they now only trail this game by 1. Cavalry. So he did the job there. Even though he put it on the ground, he put it on the right side and allowed the runner to score. Cavalry takes ball 1. Cavalry last season, batting average of 190 in his limited appearances. His OBP was 320 though, very patient in the batter's box. He'll take a called strike 1. So Sydney leading this game at the moment, 3-2. 2 out here, bottom of the second, runner on third for Canberra. He comes set, here's the pitch. Kamali takes it at the knees. And the side is retired, but not before Canberra take 2 runs back. They now only trail by 1. 3-2 after 2 here on Cavalry Live with our mates from Space Creek.
They are the jerseys that are worn on the field. You can head over to the merchandise store tonight, go and see Gareth and his team, and buy a jersey. See what other goodies he has up there. He might even have beanies. He might have beanies. On a coolish night like tonight, it might be a great option for early in the season. On your way back to your seat, so you can come down and buy some raffle tickets. Sarge's got some here. He's probably got a winning ticket there. A bucket box for 5 people, which is VIP right behind home plate during the game. Sarge's Saloon, which is down under the tent there during the game. Again, VIP service during the game. Or a signed baseball. There are 3 amazing prizes that are going to 3 worthy winners tonight here at the ballpark. Head on down, buy some raffle tickets after you get your merchandise.
All right, top of the third, as we're back to the obligatory hilltop hoods in the nosebleed section. Burns reached on the error. Jalen Greer, which was such a cruel game. Took the worst hop on him and then bobbled out of his glove. Foul off. Burns hits that, but Moritz comes in quickly. Takes a great catch. Austin, he was quickly down 2 strikes in his first at bat, but he drew a walk. It's very good, and that was where Amaya started losing it in that first inning. He had the error from Burns and then the walk when he was well ahead in the count as Austin takes ball 1. Maybe it's the old lefty on lefty thing. misses, and now 3-0 is the count on Mitch Austin. All four. Takes a walk.
Now batting the designated hitter, Cello Samad.
Cello Samad. Cello Samad. He had the double. He had the 2 RBI double for Sydney. Fouled one off. So we might see a lot of pitching changes at the back end of this game. As I said, this is a 9-inning game, this second game. Hone one. Chelly Samad. It just breaks beautifully. Oh, 2 is the count on Vincelli Samad, and this is where he did the damage last time. He hits that on the ground, but foul. Oh, 2 the count. Misses high and outside. As we said, 1 out. Austin is the runner at first for Sydney. They are looking to extend their lead here in the 3rd inning. Pops that up into centre field. Moritz coming around. He yields to the right fielder Campbell. And there are now 2 away. Look, see, I can't even tell if there's any breeze because the flags aren't up, but it doesn't look like it. But there's just been those couple that have hung up in the air, and it just seems to drift. Because Moritz, he's got great closing speed from what I can see here. But then he at the last minute, he'll yield to Campbell. To Nellis. He hits it right again at Kamali. Kamali with a great backhand play. What a great play from Sam Kamali on the backhand to get Canberra out. They gave away the walk to Austin, but other than that, there was no damage. So Sydney still lead 3-2. Campbell behind in the count, 1-2. Oh, Dave, they robbed us. Campbell fouls it up. Did you just say Toshiba? Oh, they did too. Sorry if you can only hear the muffles in the background. This is our director, Dave, from Spacequake Sports. He's bringing you these excellent pictures. And Dave and I just go off on tangents all the time. It's really one of the funnest parts of this commentary job. 1-2 the count on Campbell. Here's the pitch. And he lines that. Oh, great attempt on the backhand there for Antonellis. He timed it just well, but very hard hit. So 2 out. Campbell is the runner at first. Jalen Greer in. And he pops up the first pitch he sees. It's heading over near the dugout. And Pearl is going to watch it bounce over. Bottom of the 4th. Sydney is still leading this game, 3 runs to 2. Here's the 0-1 degree. He picks. Oh, that's an excellent pick off there. Slender Man's got moves. One and one. The only reason is I actually don't have a list for Sydney. And nobody has a number on their back. Here's the 1-1. Hit along the ground by Greer. Oh, that is a great pick. And a throw. And the side is retired.
Okay, fans, that is the end of the 4th inning here at AIT 4-1. The Bluesox still lead Canberra Cavalry on a score of 3-2. Okay, fans, I think
Griffin with a great play. So Sydney, after Campbell getting on with 2 out, he was left stranded. So we move into the 5th inning here. We'll see you back on the other side here on Cavalry Live. Top of the 5th here in Canberra. Game 2 of the KO Cup. Bluesox leading 3-2. Amaya into his 5th inning of work. Pearl walked in his first bat. And he hits that. And it's... Oh. And Greer dives and takes it on the 1 hop on a...
That was a single to Josh Pearl.
Just that lovely little... He did enough there, Pearl, to just get that right over the top. And Sydney have done that at points today. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, because sometimes it's, you know, the bounce of the ball, you know, that goes your way. They've been smart in the box. They've been hustling everything out. And those couple of moments where you just need that hit to either carry on or drop down, and it's worked in their favour. And now again, they have the lead-off man aboard. Anderson Vine. He's 0 for 2. But I tell you what, he doesn't wonder, this man. I like him already. As he fouls that one off. So out of the 13 pitches he's faced, Anderson Vine has fouled off 7 of them. I like it. Mayer would love a ground ball here. Give his infield some work. 1-1. And there's the ground ball, but unfortunately, it's foul. Or fortunately, if you're a Bluesox fan. We said next weekend. I do find it a little bit interesting, though, that the two sides are playing, you know, 2 pre-season weekends against each other before they play each other in Sydney on round 1. 1-2 the count on Anderson Vine. And he fouls another one off. This guy is my hero. Out of 15 pitches, he's fouled off 9. 1-2 the count, and we go again. He looks over at Pearl. Here's the pitch, and he lines that. Greer takes the catch. But Pearl smartly retreats, and there is one away. Griffin over 2. Here's the pitch from Hamea. That's high and outside. See, you know, and this is not a, you know, this is not a usual regular season game. We might see a lot of, I can see action in both pens at the moment. People stretching and warming up because, you know, this is the preseason. They want to get innings into arms. They want to see what guys can do. 1-0 the count on Griffin. Runner goes. Perkins up, fires. There's the throw, and Cavalry has the balls bobbled out of his glove, and the runner is safe. The 2-0 from Hamea is caught by Moritz, and Cavalry tags up. So with 2 out, Burns reached on the error in the first. He flew out in the third. Sydney would dearly love a good a hit to that outfield grass from Burns to give Pearl a chance to score to extend their lead. Hamea set. Here's the delivery. Ball 1. One-0 the count. I don't think so, Dave. No. Hang on. If my voice cuts out for a second, it's just because I'm going over to look at Dave's rain thing. Mate, I think your score bug's wrong, mate. It's 3-2. 2-0. 2-1 now. Dave, it's night 1, mate. We're working together. It's all right. We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's 2. All right, Dave, you called it. As Burns gets under that one, Campbell is around. Takes the catch, and the side is retired after giving up the lead-off single. Canberra retire the next 3 in order. There's not a lot of cloud behind it, so it just must be a bit of a sprinkle. But we will now head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be, if it appears as per program, it'll be Zhang, Cavalry, then back to the top to Moritz. So we will see how that goes. On the other side, we are halfway through game 2 of the KO Cup with Sydney leading 3 runs to 2.
Oh, that's a big swing, that's a big swing. Hey, sorry, go on, grab that ball real quick. Let's try that one more time. Okay, let me get closer. Here we go. That feels all looking good here. Tom, let's go. He's stepping away from it. He's taking another ball. One more reach, one more reach, one more reach. I'm not sure I can give a prize away here the way we're going, boys. All right, Max. Blue ball. Hey, Ben, give it a round of applause. Come on, let's go. Not bad. Last one. Come on. You have to beat that pivotal attempt and you can win a prize. Oh, there you go. Tom gets it. 8. We'll give it to Tom. I'm not sure anyone's going to win here, but Tom wins. Max, not so much. That's how I'm going to do it, boys.
So Slender Man is off for Sydney, and he did a great job. Now his half-brother Iron Man comes to the mound. As I said, once again, no disrespect, just having a bit of fun. We've just got no numbers and no names and no list. So we're flying blind. And when you leave Warwick to his own devices, it is probably not the best idea. That's all I'm saying. Space Quake. Poor Dave. He's had a whole 9 months without me. And now he's having flashbacks. Well, yeah, there must be a little bit of what you can see there. Mark Zhang, as he walks up to the plate, you can see that he's he just had to dry the bat handle. It's a called strike 1 on Zhang. Zhang ground out to first, but he did score the run. Got the RBI. Counters even at 1-1. Oh, he has tried to hack that halfway to Lake Burley Griffin. One and 2 the count, and that's right inside, evens the count at 2-2. Lead-off man here in the bottom of the 5th for Canberra. Trying to come back in this game. They trail 3-2. They lost the first game of the KO Cup 14-9 after a bombardment from the Bluesox in the 5th and the 7th. I love it. You know it's kind of close when you can see the hitter, you know, and his first look, he goes all the way down to the pitch and then looks back at the umpire. 3-2 the count. Iron Man set. And he fouls it off, and that's well gone. Here we go again. And that's inside, and he gets a walk. So now, and And this will be interesting. You know, as we just alluded, there's been a little bit of rain here in the last 10 minutes. Not much, not heavy. But enough to be a disruption. Cavalry, 0 for 1. He got rung up on a beautiful curveball from Atherton. He's set, here's the pitch. He lines that, and that's a base hit for Sam Cavalry. Out to right field, and the runners will hold on a great throw there from Mitch Austin. Cavalry first pitch hitting. And now Canberra have 2 on and none out. Back to the top of the order. Two on, none out. So we're back to the top. And Andrew Moritz. Takes the ball one. So Zhang is the runner at second. Cavalry at first. Now Cavalry's got wheels. Anything in the gap, and he'll be getting waved. 1-0 the count. Fouled back. 1-1. I don't know, Dave. I feel so lonely. 1-1 is the count. And Alex Mallion, if you're watching, it's unfortunate you couldn't be here, mate. And that is right down the pipe. You know what I'd love to do is get one of some of these, you know, these American guys, and you know we've got our friends from the KAA Tigers, the KBO coming. Swing and a miss. Why is he walking? Oh, because the runner was at first. Don't worry. Yep. But the runners advance. The batter is out because there was none out. So because Cavalry, like by the letter of the law, was still at first when he swung and missed, it's automatically out. Howard. He's 0 for 2. He's 2 for 4 in game one. Line outside for ball one. You know, gets you know, guys from the Japanese league, like our DNA play stars, you know, guys from the KBO, from the minors who've played the majors, and talk about, you know, differences in pitching zones, because in some leagues it's kind of like a territorial thing. Umpires are taught different techniques and different ways to do things, and it's what makes our game so great. You know, they talk about robo-umps. The day they bring in a robo-ump, no. If you did everything that TV told you, it wouldn't be good. 0-2 to Howard. And he fouls off. Fouls it off to stay alive. That's the other side of the equation. After giving up the early runs, it seemed like a lot more of the Cavalry hitters have been much more patient in the box, which is what Sydney have used to such great success so far, as we're starting to see more rain. I'm seeing rain, aren't I, Dave? As we're about to find out. 1 and 2. on Howard. And he hits that. That's up the middle and a base hit. So Zhang scores. Here comes the throw from Anderson Vine. It hits the back of the mound and pops up. Kamali scores as well. And Ed Howard with a 2 RBI single. And Canberra take their first lead of this game at 4-3. And once again, 2 strikes. It's been both sides today. Lots of these hits coming with 2 strikes. Acton is over 2. Acton was a 9th round pick. It's a high chopper on the ground towards second. That is a great. They've got the lead runner. It's Kim Yu Kwan on the high chopper with the low pickup. So 0 for 1 in this game. He has a walk and scored a run back in the second. Acton now the runner at first. 2 out. As it must be, Dave, because I can now see, you know when the rain starts to get a little bit heavier because you see all the people starting to migrate here under the grandstand. The 2 RBI single from Ed Howard. Canberra have their first lead of the night, 4 runs to 3 here in game 2 of the KO Cup. Of course, as we said, Sydney with a magnificent win in game 1. They really came out. They put 6 on in the 3rd. And then when Canberra got it back to level, they put 3 on in the 5th. And then Canberra got it back in the 6th. They put 5 on in the 7th. Jake Burns is one of the best pitch framers in this country. That's a good boss right there. He's not going to send his employees out on his rickety ladder. I'm just kidding, Dave. I'm just kidding. 2-2. It's not rain enough to force people from the field, but it's just rain enough that it's annoying because it's already cold here in Canberra. 2-2, 2 out. Here's the pitch. And that's high and he lays off again. I wonder if it's also partly, you know, we were talking about umpiring before as well. If it's like, you know, like that local feel, because, you know, you always see Trent Thomas, Josh Matavesi, Matt Pearson. Always here in Canberra. You know, is it the, you know, because you're more familiar with them. Runner goes, and he's hit that, but it's right at the right fielder. He takes a great catch out there, Mitch Austin. Well, he took it comfortably, but it was just effortless. Effortless is the word. So we are through 5 innings. But Canberra scored 2, and they lead for the first time in the second game. They lead 4-3 after 5 innings here on Cavalry Live. back here for the top of the 6th. And then there's a pitching change for Canberra. And, I'm sorry if you missed the roar that you heard there. Billy Parsons. Canberra. He's developed quite a following here, the young man. Overseas this year, played for the Sussex County Miners. What a season he had. 5-2 with an ERA of 1.5 in 36 innings pitched. With a whip of .889, which is walks, hits in innings pitched. So he comes back to the nation's capital. Full of fire. And in the ABL, his record in the ABL in years past, 2-1 with a 7.43 ERA. That one's high. We're just sticking with the rain here at the moment. We're just reverting to our under the grandstand camera at the moment. Going out to just make sure that the pitch cam is okay. Acton fires over to first. Zhang, easy as you like, makes the play. 1 away. We apologise, but the safety of our people and our equipment is paramount. Johnny Smart, 1 for 2. And he had the 2 RBI double in the first. Here's Parsons. He puts that out into left field. Oh, and that is off the glove. And that's a fielding change. Just trying to have a look at the number on the back there. Middleton? I think it's Middleton that's come into the game. Great effort by him. Moving at that speed to try and get across, and right off the heel of the glove. Parsons is set. Just looks so much more confident. Billy Parsons. Along the ground. Oh, Kamali off the heel of his glove to Greer. Broken bat single. One out here, and here come the Bluesox again. Thanks, Brennan. 1 for 2. Has a double and a strikeout. Bluesox fans would love the former right now. Jelly Saman is at third. Anson Ellis is at first. Count is even at 1-1. Parsons is set. Here's the delivery. It's high. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's over the runners. And that is just lovely. There's that slider in there. Hit hard past the glove of Kamali, and there it is. I just said it. I'd love something out of Brennan, and he delivers. Now, again, game is tied. Second hit of the game. And the score is now 4-all. Parsons evens it up 1-1. Did you break something? What? Oh. Dave's running back out. 1-2 is the count on Kim Hyun Woo. Love it. Gets him swinging, and there are now 2 away. So McIntosh Walsh. He singled. There's one of the RBIs. There's that one away. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Sorry, top of the 6th. It's high from Parsons, and it evens the count at 1-1. Top of the 6th, 4-all. KO Cup Game 2. Cavalry trying to get a split before they head to Sydney next week for 2 more. There's only the 12 games of the KO Cup. And there'll be 8 of them played within the next 14 days. It's all over by Christmas. And there's a walk.
That's a walk to McIntosh Walsh.
So now with 2 out, the bases are loaded. Earl is 1 for 1. Has an RBI. Also has a walk. Hit to Parsons. He fields his position, flips it, and gets himself out of the jam. So the bases were loaded, but no damage is done, except for the 1 run earlier in the inning where Sydney could have just tacked on a hell of a lot more. We are now midway through the 6th, and it is 4-all here in Game 2 of the KO Cup on Spacequake Sports. Spacequake Sports.
It's signed by someone who plays today. Yeah. People are now telling me who it is. First one, side baseball. First of the 3 prizes. And it is Marnie Cummins. Orange F58, Marnie Cummins. Is she here? She's here. I can hear clapping. I don't see any running. Marnie might not be here. I'm going to put that one to the side. Interesting. Interesting. We might redraw that one. Let's head on to the Sergeant Saloon. It's a ticket for 5 people. Sergeant Saloon, amazing time out Sergeant Saloon you can have. Drinks and food package. A red A16 Kathleen. But oh no, Bluesox. Redraw! Hey, Kathleen, we can make that during the Bluesox series, obviously. Amazing. Okay. Kathleen, come down and see the team down here. We'll see Emily after we're done. Emily's in charge of this show. Next up, we're giving away the bunker box right behind home plate VIP experience. It's Red 47 Dion. Don't think Dion's here. Dion will come see you. Well done, buddy. Well done. Okay, we're going to give away that side baseball. What do you think, fans? One last prize, a side baseball, and picking another one out. Look overall. It's a red.
Back for the bottom half of the sixth. 4-all here. KO Cup 2. The Cuppening. So it'll be Robbie Perkins, Michael Campbell. Perkins, Campbell, Jalen Greer. Perkins 0 for 1. Watkins scored back in the second. He was the first. He was part of that 2-run second. Another pitching change for the Bluesox. Gone to Aquaman. With the rain. Perkins is quickly behind 0-2. Swings and misses and goes down on 3 straight pitches, and Dave has come back from his second trip to the netherworld. Did you leave the towel on the camera? We're honest here at Spacequake Sports and Cavalry Live. No, you don't. Your car's broken. Sorry, I had to twist it. If that man didn't have bad luck sometimes, he'd have no luck at all. Campbell. Campbell is 2 for 2. Here's the pitch. That one's inside. That's where they've had a lot of success today. The Sydney pitching staff against Campbell is on that inside. Right along that inside edge of the plate. 1-1. It's a high chopper towards short. He's easily retired. Antonellis, as you like on the 3-hop. 2 away. Jalen Greer, he's over 2 in this game. Foul back, down 0-2. Greer was a 5th round pick by the Oakland Athletics. Side is retired. So we are 2/3 of the way home. 4-all. Act 3 beginning now. Game 2 of the KO Cup, 4-all. The Bluesox, 4 runs, 7 hits. Canberra, 4 runs on 4 hits, but 2 fielding errors as well. As we flip the book. And it is back to Anderson Vine at the top. Oh, he goes to lay down bunt and he fouls it off. Mike Petherbridge with you here on Cavalry Live. And won the count to the Sydney leadoff hitter. Can't watch that, mate. All day. Oh, and 2 the count on Anderson Vine. While his numbers haven't shown it today in this game, he has been absolutely sensational in the leadoff spot for Sydney. As I said, he's fouled off 11 out of 19 pitches he's faced. And then he hits one back at Parsons, and give it a lick, Billy Parsons. Have an ice cream, mate. You love it. Slider's in there for a called strike 1. The rain appears to have stopped. Griffin behind in the count, 0-2 to Parsons. So starting to see some bodies moving in the Canberra pen. I'll ask Dave. He's done 3 trips past in the last 5 minutes. 1 and 2. Mate, you have to go back to that last hit and you have to... Mate, oh, sensational. 1 and 2. Did they miss it? Oh, that's all right. We'll get it later. As Acton comes up on the 2-hop. Arm strength there too. Griffin was motoring. Jake Burns. Three. Did reach on an error in the first and scored. Here comes Parsons again. Someone misses low and inside, as we said. Parsons was over the Sussex County Miners with his great mate Jimmy Boyce this season. He's definitely turned a corner. Five and 2, 1.5 ERA over there this season. One misses low as well. Burns has been patient and is now ahead in the count. 3 and 1. Back to the screen. Full count. On the Bluesox catcher, Jake Burns. Parsons gets what he wants. Here's the pitch to Perkins. And that's high. And I'm just running over with my... And here you go. As you can see there, look at that. Lined straight back at him like an ice cream. And then out, and then in. It's like the top fell off his ice cream cone and he's just grabbed it with his bare hand. And he's still got a smile on his face. So yeah, 2 out here, top of the 7th. We're about to hit stretch time as soon as the next out is recorded. Burns is the runner at first for Sydney. Austin in, and he fouls it off and is down 0-2. I forgot I'm live on the air and stuck a lolly in my mouth. Space Quake! 0-2 here in the fun booth. Parsons deals. Just misses high and outside. Sorry about that, folks. I forgot I was on a live microphone. 1 and 2. 2 out. Parsons set. Here's the delivery. The runner goes. There's the throw. There's the tag. And he's out. It just looks too easy. You got me some replay of that, Dave? As you have a look there, Greer, the shortstop, he just made it look so easy. He was like, I'm not going to stand there and wait for it. I'm going to come in at my time. There's the throw from Perkins. Burns has got a good jump. We're at stretch time, which means if you've ever been to this ballpark, it means more bloody Neil Diamond. I'm just staring. Chris Coleman and I have had this argument for many a year. Oh, hang on. We'll be back to the other side of the stretch. You know what? I put my microphone back on, folks. Our director, Dave, thinks that he's being censored. He's not. No, come on. Give me your hot take. Tell the people at home. Yes? Yes. Yes. Oh. 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 That's. What about? Okay, I do understand. But see, it's funny because. Well, I'm not going to ask you a question because I don't, but Dave. So you work with your company here with Space Quake, working with multiple sides. You've got a strong relation. Do they do this in Adelaide? Do they do it in Sydney? You're going to let us know, right? Week two here at the ballpark, because Sydney are at home week 1. You will tell me. Because you know what? It's a great idea. What about the horses? We're the Cavalry. Darryl Braithwaite. Come on. Hot takes everywhere here. Yeah. Can't you imagine it? I reckon we're about to get run out of town on the rail, mate. Oh, wait. They've only got the light rail here, so it's fine. We've had too much sugar here on Cavalry Live. Powered by Space Quake. Is that last plane? No. Mate, we are definitely about to get run out if we're arguing over K-San lyrics. The fact that I have to look this up means I should probably get, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Because it's about the Vietnam War. How do you take your train? What are you doing? Nothing wrong with that either, my friend. Oh, jeez. We have descended into chaos here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Mark Zhang, the first baseman, is in and is quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Another pitching change for Sydney. Wolverine takes the hill. As we said once again, we're not just having a bit of fun because we have no team list as Zhang swings through and misses, and they have no numbers on their jerseys. 2-1 the count. Zhang with a walk. He did ground out, but it did get a run in for Canberra back in the 2nd. And he is now ahead in this count, 3-1. pop foul. And the count is now full. As we said, there are no extra innings in the KO Cup in pre-season. So if it's a tie, it's half a point each. And Sydney will head back home next week with a 1 point lead. And Zhang walks.
And there's a walk for Zhang. Now batting the second baseman, number 16, Cavalry.
So Cavalry. One for two. He has a hit and a run. And his last at bat, he had that beautiful single to the left. He steps in to face Wolverine. Zhang leads away from first. One over count. Here's the pitch. Cavalry lays off it. Actually had the chance to play in a game this off-season that was played umpired by Josh Matavesi. Yeah. He's an exceptional umpire. And his zone is extremely consistent. Sometimes because I was catching in that game, his zone was frustratingly consistent. No, excellent play. And just a great communicator behind the plate to the players. 3 over count. Here's the pitch. Cavalry does not have the green light, it appears. What's your take on that, Dave? 3-0? Yep, no, you're with me, mate. 3-0, and if it's in the middle, you go. There we go. 3-1 to Cavalry. And he takes the walk, and now Canberra have back-to-back walks. As here comes. I'll tell you, even though this song is like 10 years old, Dave, I reckon this is going to be my summer vibe if Moritz has got this all year. What do you reckon? What do they say in those movies? We're familiar, salute me, ma familia. Yeah, it's back. Moritz over 3. It's called strike one. Moritz was a 6th round pick in the 2018 MLB draft by the Atlanta Braves. Batted in 221 in AA before late season release. He finished the season in Lexington, Atlantic League. 278 there. And he pops that up into left field. He's there. Makes the catch. There is one away. Howard had a 2 RBI single in his last at bat, and it what was tied this game. Puts that out into right field. Austin. Mitch Austin takes a great catch. Very settled. That was probably too far away. Had to track back to make sure that he wasn't doubled up. Acton. 24 years old, played A and high A this year. Ninth round of the 2022 draft. Also with the Braves. Here's the pitch. And he's popped that up. They're all coming around. Antonellis pulls him off. And the side is retired. So after getting 2 on, and Canberra threatening Sydney, snuffed the flame out. And we head to the 8th inning, and it is still 4-all here on Cavalry Live by Space Pike.
What day of the week is that going to be on? What day? Okay. Step 1, yes. What is the date of that Thursday? Oh, yeah. 23rd? Correct. Okay. Last chance. If you get the Schwinn, who will play? Yes, you will. Well done, Big Schwinn. You got the Thursday, the 23rd. We're playing Melbourne. PPR will play. Oh, sorry, that's terrible. Sorry about that. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in a couple of weeks here at MIT Ballpark. Where else would you want to be? Where else would you want to be? That's what I'm talking about. Nowhere. This is the answer.
We're back here for top of 8. One and one. 1 and 2. Passing still. Two the count on Austin. Here's the pitch. Just misses. And 2. Fouled like a laser. One hop into the fence in left field. Yeah. In the saloon. Full count. Fouled off and we go again. Here's the payoff. Out into left field. Middleton's there. He takes the catch. Called strike one. And Jellison Mart, he's got 2 hits in this game. Of course, the first series at home in 3 weeks. Fouls that one off. Stays at 0-2. A few theme nights this year again, Dave. You know, got the theme nights this year. I believe the first one, top secret, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, is Bush Rangers night. In honour of the 30-year anniversary of the Canberra Bush Rangers. As he swings and misses and gets his man, they're 2 down. You know, like, instead of hearing Footloose like 4 times a night, why can't we just once, you know, throw the opposition hitters off and play something like the theme song from a country practice? I don't know, it was like violins. And all I remember is there was the chef guy that looked like Oscar the Grouch in human form. Pop foul. I don't know. Zhang got all kinds of twisted there. And that's the problem. Once you start committing to one way, it's very hard to shift your weight and spin. As you see here, he's going one way, he's going to his left, then he's realised he's got to come back to his right and shift back, and that's a bridge too far for most people. Counters even at 1-1. 2 out here in the top of the 8th. And that is a lovely curve there from Lott. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. Against Antonellis. On the one hop to Corey Acton. Acton over there at third, and he makes a throw, and Zhang with a magnificent stretch. Great defense from both sides here tonight. Okay, this is the exception to the rule. Why not?
Next Friday night, the 10th of November, we have a charity night. Starting at 7 p.m, members are coming a little bit early to watch some batting practice. But we're having a home run derby where you can come here for a charity donation, come out on the field and attempt to either get a home run or get some targets on the field to win some prizes. It's open to everyone. We're just trying to raise some money for charity. It's next Friday night. Information is available on all of our social media. So probably head to Facebook for more information about. But it is next Friday night at 7 p.m. So come a little bit earlier, give a donation at the gate, and have some fun and raise some money for charity.
Bottom half of the 8th. Jack Middleton. He'll lead off for Canberra. Middleton, Perkins, you can see them too. Matavesi seat, and played umpire Josh Matavesi sittles for Jack Middleton. There's one to come. I'll tell you what though. And what a difference, you know, if, 9 months makes Dave. Because, this time last year, this song was the, every baseball person in the world was playing it all the time because of Edwin Diaz. And all of a sudden blew his knee out at the World Baseball Classic. And if you're a Mets fan, just, your season hadn't even started and it was over if you're a Mets fan. Somebody said they, at least they finally got to see Jacob deGrom win a World Series. Unfortunately, it was a member of the Texas Rangers. 1-0. One and one. Middleton hits it along the ground. Antonellis comes in. And there is one away. Perkins is over 2 but has a walk and a run back in the second. Here's the pitch to him.
Now batting for number 14, Michael Campbell.
Michael Campbell. Campbell is 2 for 3. He has a double, a single, and an RBI. Here comes the pitch on the 1-0. Michael Campbell, as I said, I was playing at the state titles in August. As that one's there for a called strike 1, Dave. I'm there at the state titles, and I'm hitting, and then all of a sudden, as I come off the field, I hear this voice yell out from the grandstand. It's Michael Campbell. He's like, "By the way, Wazza, that's on the Cavalry players chat." Thanks, mate. 3-1. Campbell gets a walk.
Now, the shots are number 15,
Jalen Greer. And he lines that. And that's over the glove of Antonellis. And Campbell, no, he thought about it. And the throw came in from Anderson Vine, and he backpedaled like Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, look at this on the replay. Yeah, just digs that out right. Look at Antonellis there. Great stretch. Campbell there, Vine's there. Campbell's rounded second. There you see him there. Had a little look. And he backtracked really fast. Oh, no, maybe. Back I go. Mark Zhang. Zhang is 0 for 1, but has a pair of walks and scored a run. Oh, and he's got a pick. Campbell is digging for third, and what heads up base running Michael Campbell. Burns went to pop. In catches terms, that's what we call it. He's gone to pop for the runner, and the ball has come out of his glove, and Campbell. Michael Campbell goes to third. It's 1-1 with 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Canberra looking to try and get 1 run in and give their pitching staff a chance to even the KO Cup at 1 game apiece before it heads to Sydney next week. One and two. One and two the count on Mark Zhang. Michael Campbell is the runner at third. Jalen Greer is the runner at first. He swings and misses, and Sydney once again negate the damage. And this is what they've been great at in both games today, is every time that Canberra has looked to threaten or equalised, Sydney have had the correct counter-punch. And this is just great baseball to see. We head to the 9th, tied at 4 runs apiece here on Cavalry Live. We'll see you on the other side. Back for the top of the 9th. There's the bunt from Brennan. Acton, throw, base runner for Sydney. What a smart heads-up play by Max Brennan. Neither side has showed bunt all day. Corners were deep. Have a look at that, down. And he is motoring. Acton had to cover a lot of ground. He was deep at third, so great bunt from Brennan. Sydney has a lead-off base runner here in the top of the 9th. One misses high for ball 1. One over count. Brennan is the runner at first for the Bluesox. None out here in the top of the 9th. And now, Kim Hyun Woo is ahead 2-0 in the count. I'd love to get a ground ball here. A double play, take the pressure off. And that's hit hard into the gap there by Kim Hyun Woo. And the Bluesox, as I said, punch. And every time that Canberra does, Sydney has the counter punch. Great piece of selective hitting there from Kim Hyun Woo. What a Canberra got. She's called the bunt. He does the team job. And Zhang missed him on the tag. So hang on, let's just have a look at this. Let's see if we can get a replay of that, Dave, because he's come in to field his position like he should. It looks like he gets his foot stuck. Right, so Sydney, here you can see it. Right, you've gone past it, there he is. Yeah, he's tripped on his own foot and then he's gone to reach out to get him. And gone around and missed him. Great call there as well by the first base umpire. Bases loaded with none out for the Bluesox, and this is what they did in game 1. They put a 5 spot on Canberra in the 7th. And there you see it there. Standard. Bases loaded here, play for Canberra. Corners in. Middle infield is at double play depth. 2 balls to Anderson Vine. High chopper. Zhang there for, oh, he's thrown that well over the head of Perkins. And that's gone all the way to the back net and 2 score for Sydney. As you can see there, he got to it, and then it's just come out the wrong way. We've all done it. And 2 runs score. And now Sydney have runners at 2nd and 3rd and a 2-run lead. They lead 6-4. And there's a ground ball. Zhang has a look, steps on his base. He had a look there. I don't know. I forgot that Sydney have 10 hitters again, and I've mucked up my book, Dave. can't have 10 hitters in baseball. I understand it's preseason. Maybe that's their difference. The extra. No, I'm just kidding. So Griffin. And it misses, so it's 2-0 on Bradley Griffin. Three-0. So 3-1 is the count on Bradley Griffin. Runners at second and third for the Bluesox. They lead by 2. Good at bat here from Griffin. He has taken 2 called strikes, but you know, at the moment they have the 2-run lead and there are none out. There's 1 out, sorry. Making them work for it. You've still got Burns to come up next. He hits that hard along the ground at Kamali. Kamali holds the runner, does his job, gets the out. Sam Kamali, cool head, cool composure.
Now the catcher, Jack Burns.
Jake Burns. One on Jake Burns. Swings and misses at that one. So 2 out. Runners at second and third for the Bluesox. It's McIntosh Walsh is the runner at third. Pearl is the runner at second. We got there. Here's the pitch. And he is called out looking. So, Lott gets the last 3, but Sydney have done the damage. They put 2 on, they lead 6-4, coming into the bottom of the ninth. So just a reminder, there is no extra innings. So if Canberra does manage to score 2 and are retired and it is game over, it is a tie. At the moment, they have the work to do. Once again, it's the same as in game 1. Bottom of the ninth time. And the Bluesox did the damage. They've done their part of the equation. They are now 3 outs away from taking a 2-0 lead in the KO Cup before the series shifts to Sydney next week for 2 games up there at Blacktown International Sports Park. Sam Kamali. Kamali's 1 for 2. Has a walk and a run. So Kamali, Moritz, Howard are the first 3 due up. Kamali goes down swinging, and there is 1 away. So Moritz. Takes the curveball. Here's the 0-1. One and one the count on Moritz. Here's the pitch. And he rips that into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that's gone all the way to the wall. Moritz has got speed. He's gone to second. He is being waved. Here comes the relay throw to third. He misses the ball. It's down, but the pitcher is covering. Oh, that could have been an interesting play on both attempts there. Moritz. It would have been a lot closer there if the third baseman there of Griffin had to handle the ball. But there you have a look here at the coming through. There's the relay throw. Look, just barrels that into right field. Down and under the glove of Austin and all the way to the wall. And it wasn't an error. He was at full stretch, Austin. But with 1 out, Canberra has a runner at third. And Ed Howard. One and one the count on Howard. Here's the pitch to Howard. He hits the high ground ball. Griffin, though, he comes over and the play is made, but the run scores. So Howard has his third RBI of the night. And Canberra are within 1, but the other side of it is that they are down to their last out. So the Bluesox look to close it out here. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the ninth. They lead this game 6-5. He went around, and he knows it too. And he's down. called again. And so now Canberra are down to their last strike. Sydney looking to close this out and take a 2 games to none lead back to Sydney next week. Here's the pitch. Lays off. Count as 1 and 2. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he just missed. Imagine how the heart rate you have to have there. 1 and 2. You're side down by 1 to lay off that pitch. Two the count, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Canberra trailing 6-5. Gets the signal, comes set. Here's the pitch. He lines that into left field. That is curling away and heading to the wall. It's all the way to the wall. Acton is around first to second. Acton with a stand-up double. The Cavalry still have life. Didn't try to do that much. All right. Just going to make sure that they're on the same page on how they're going to pitch to Middleton. Middleton, he grounded out in his at-bat to lead off the 8th. So, Acton is the game-tying run. The potential game-tying run. Sydney leading 6-5. Middleton, who will be at the plate, represents the game-winning run. But Sydney, as Middleton takes a called strike 1. On 1 the count on Middleton. Looks over at the runner. Swings and misses at that one. To the counter middle and 2 out. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses at that one. And even though they got the 2 out, they got the run and then the other hit, Sydney get the job done. They slam the door shut. They win the game 6-5. And they take a 2 games to 0 lead in the KO Cup. After 16 innings of baseball here at MIT Ballpark. Next week, the series shifts to Sydney. 2 games next Saturday at Blacktown International Sports Park. And then in 12 days, they'll be playing again, but this time it'll be for real and competition points. Some highlights from both teams, but as I said, for the Bluesox today, in game 1 especially, excellent control, excellent pitch selection in the batter's box. Lots of control, not swinging, not chasing. It really made the Cavalry pitches work. And then again, late innings runs. So they put 5 on in the last inning in game 1. They put 2 on in the last inning here after they'd been held quiet for a while. And that's got to be pleasing to the Bluesox fans. We'll leave you now. Thank you for joining us. My name is Warwick Petybridge. On behalf of me and all our team here at Spacequake, we will see you again in 12 days' time. Oh no, not 12. It'll be nearly 3 weeks when we are for our home opener against the Melbourne Aces.